she a lie detector?
Yes. My name is Hannah Smith. Oh, shit. Sorry.
Okay. Just put a lie detector.
Across the road, where my parents first lived there, was a midwife called Florence.
Florence.
When Hannah was born, I was born at the same time.
Oh, she's crazy.
The midwife was there to help. I'd been throttled by the cord, probably wrapped around my neck by Hannah. The midwife told my mother I was dead. But I wasn't. She wrote all this stuff in a diary. Amazing what people will admit to on paper.
So, Florence and diary. This lady's cray-cray.
She recognized me from the window. She told me to come inside, and she hid me. They had made the attic into a place where Hannah could play. There was a dollhouse. She hid me up there. No one else ever went into the attic. It was her place.
So we got attic.
She recognized me. Told me to come inside, hid me, play. There was a doll. Her place.
Okay, we got attic and dollhouse. Okay, time to get nuts. Let's look up Eve. Oh, I misspelled Eve. Ah, there we go. Let's see what Nutty Eve is going to be all about. All about.
Well, my friend Eve. I mean, she was a friend from when I was a kid, and she was always more popular with the boys, and I used to hate her for it. I mean, really hate her sometimes.
Popular with the boys.
Yes. We'd fight. We fought on the beach once, and I held Eve's head underwater. There was no one else around. It was at the far end of the beach, and I held her head under, and I kept it out. And for a moment, I just wanted to kill her and watch her drown. But that was it. It was just a moment. We were made up after. It was a love-hate relationship.
So we got beach and drown. It just dawned on me that I have no idea what the end game of this game is.
A police station. Yeah. When I was young, we ran away on my birthday. Bob Dylan was playing in London, and we thought we could break into his tour bus and have him take us with him.
Bob
The
Dylan.
taxi driver we paid to drop us off. I mean, we'd saved money, pinched a bit here and there to pay for the fare. He was suspicious because we were so young, so he told the police. So they came and picked us up and took me back to Portsmouth. My mum picked me up from the station. But I blamed everything on my friend Eve. So my parents let me off. Took me back to Portsmouth.
Okay, so we have Bob Dylan, London, Portsmouth. Let me see that again.
A police station. And took me back to Portsmouth.
Portsmouth. So I'm kind of piecing all this together, which is interesting. but I wonder where am I supposed to... Huh, I just realized that. 7 entries found. Access limited to first 5. What happens if I do a search again? No. How the hell do I get rid of extras? Okay, well, let's see this one.
My mother called me Eve.
Okay, this lady is really crazy. Alright, so her mother called her Eve. Apparently, she drowned Eve. But Eve was also there. Hmm. 61 entries. Okay, how the hell do I get to all those entries now? Or is that just part of the gameplay? I guess we'll just keep on going. Okay, let's look at Florence. Okay.
Florence took me home with her. Mother hadn't been expecting twins and had a healthy baby. I guess she was just happy for Florence to clean up. Take away the evidence that this was anything but a happy occasion.
So we have twins now.
Florence raised me in her home. I never left it. She kept me out of sight. It wasn't odd for people to see a midwife with a baby, carrying in supplies, washing nappies, that sort of thing. I never knew any different. I grew up looking out of my window and seeing her across the road. I thought it was like a reflection in the mirror.
Here we go with the mirror theme.
She was me.
With the symbolism.
Florence was a warm, kind person. But she was broken, I guess. When I found her diary, I also found a biscuit tin with other stuff in it.
Biscuit tin.
Older papers, letters, that kind of thing. Her story wasn't there. I never really spoke to her about it. I was far too young to really understand. I guess I just put it together later, once I was older. She had loved children, planned to have a large family, but her husband died in the war. And that was back when you married for life. She never felt like she could marry again. Isn't that strange? She was a widow from her 20s. But, I mean, I guess it was different then. You know, you married for life and she felt she could never marry again. I guess it was harder, a war widow. One of the dead. I don't know, maybe there was more to it than that. I don't really know.
This is a very awkward line of questioning for some police, I guess. Why did the music change again? More widow. Biscuit tin. Water. I don't like this change in music.
No. It was just me and her. Eve was the name they were going to call their first child. They talked about it and were going to try when he came back. Florence's family had a history of firstborn girls, so they were convinced it was going to be a girl.
Uh-oh.
It's hard to know if this is all true. These are stories I remember that I read when I was a child. Maybe I misread, maybe I misunderstood. Sometimes it's hard to remember what happened last week.
It's never a good sign when they say that they wanted a girl. Alright. Really nothing here. Okay. Let's see this read me again. Database contains footage from the existing homicide series. Crime tape, reports found. Search, click search. Entire statement. Okay. Huh. Alright. More whale. No. Okay. Well, I'm trying to find out what's going on with Eric. So, Eric. Simon. Simon and Eric. Okay. Because she's nuts, obviously. So we need to focus.
We couldn't afford our own place. Simon dropped out of
she got
school,
beat.
went full-time at Glaziers. That was Eric's generosity. We moved in with his mum and dad. They had a spare room for us and the baby, if it came. It was a nice change, time to myself, living there for those months, full of hope.
So we're looking at a pregnancy.
Okay. I parked up in the street. It was busy, so I had to park down the end of the road. Walked up, knocked on the door, no answer. I took my keys out of my bag and unlocked the door. The main lock was unlocked. You can tell because the key doesn't turn when you try to turn it to the left. I walked in. Simon's coat wasn't on the peg. I couldn't see his shoes in the shoe rack. I shouted out. I walked straight into the kitchen because he usually sits in there to have a cup of tea and read his paper.
Cup of tea?
He wasn't there. I touched the kettle. It was cold. I looked quickly in the living room. Nothing. So I walked upstairs to the bedroom and he wasn't there. I didn't search for him because it was pretty clear he wasn't there. I had a shower. The phone rang whilst I was in the shower. I didn't answer it. I think it was Eric. Then I was just exhausted. So I lay down on the bed and I fell asleep, though I didn't mean to. I woke up a couple of hours later and I was surprised to see no one in the bed next to me. And then I remembered where I was and what had happened. That's when Eric called again. This time I spoke to him. Then I called Doug and Eleanor. And then I decided to come and see you. That enough?
Okay, so since Narblast just joined, this is her story, so we're trying to figure out what happened to, I guess, the Simon guy, and we're piecing together these videos that are varying lengths, taking notes as we go. So this one we have Doug and Eleanor, wherever they are. Apparently Simon was missing from home, no tea, and Eric called again. So, Eric phone call. There's another long clip.
Okay. I parked up on the street. It was busy, so I parked down the end of the road. I walked up to the house. I knocked on the door. No answer. I took my keys out of my bag, unlocked the door. The main lock was unlocked. I could tell because the key wouldn't turn when I tried to turn it to the left.
Okay.
I walked in. Simon's coat wasn't on the peg. I couldn't see his shoes on the shoe rack.
Wait, did I just play this?
I shouted out for him. I walked straight into the kitchen.
Wait,
He usually
what?
sits in there to have a cup of tea and read his paper. He wasn't there. I touched the kettle. It was cold. I looked quickly into the living room. Nothing. I walked upstairs to the bedroom. He wasn't there. I didn't search for him because it was pretty clear he wasn't there. Then I had a shower. Whilst I was in the shower, the phone rang. I think it was Eric, his boss. I didn't answer it.
Wait,
Then I came out and I was just
did I?
exhausted.
Is this the same
So I
clip?
lay down on the bed and I fell asleep, but I didn't mean to. I woke up a couple of hours later and I was surprised to see no one in the bed next to me. And then I remembered where I was and what had happened.
Mm-hmm.
That's when Eric called again. I spoke to him. Then I called Simon's parents. And then I decided to come and see you.
Okay. Oh God, this lady's
I
crazy.
don't know.
Oh, well, wait a minute. What if this is two? What if these are twins? We're actually interviewing twins. Why is that music just changing on me? It's creeping me out. It makes me want to look behind me, but I don't want to. Okay, so we have second story. Simon's parents. And Simon missing. Shut up, Narblast. That's interesting. We had almost the same exact stories. Slight differences. And this was June 30th. And this was the next day, July 1st. July 1st. To 3:46. This girl is crazy.
And the Glaziers. I worked there some weekends and Simon had a part-time job there too. That was Eric's generosity. He was always good at helping out other people's children. Simon was quiet, more thoughtful than the other boys. Even then, he had a sense of craftsmanship. Wasn't always rushing stuff. Boys that age are just running around like headless chickens most of the time. Yeah. Plus he had that look. He looked like a fairy tale prince from one of my books.
Fairy tale. Glaziers. Look at this. No tattoo. Tattoo. No tattoo. Tattoo.
We couldn't afford our own place.
And black eye.
Simon dropped out of school, went
That
full-time to
was
Glaziers.
a week before the
That
other
was
one.
Eric's generosity.
All right. Let's look at Simon parents. So either she's crazy, just kind of. No, it's not Night Trap, stupid. Either she's crazy, or there are two different people being interviewed, and I'm just finding it out.
No. I lost the baby.
Oh,
I had a miscarriage at 8 months.
8 months.
We carried on living at Simon's parents until, well, it was only a few months after.
So we got miscarriage. There goes the fucking music.
Yes. I inherited it from my parents, so it made sense to move back, me and Simon. Felt like going back to old ways before the pregnancy. Reminded me of being a girl, a dollhouse in the attic, old things. We didn't sleep in my parents' bedroom for a long time. We decorated it as soon as we moved in, but it was another year before we started sleeping there.
Dollhouse.
It was after dinner. I'd spoken to Sam's parents on the phone. I looked up for an early night and I suddenly had this thought. I think it was something his mum had said. She'd been speaking about old stuff, sad stuff, about when we lived there, about the baby.
Mm-hmm.
There's some boxes in the cellar, nursery stuff we never needed and I never had the heart to throw out. And I suddenly remembered that when I'd looked down there the week before, those boxes, that pile was in the wrong place. I went cold all over. I went down there with a torch and went straight to the back, and that's when I saw the bin bags. Pulled them open, saw the body.
Body?
I screamed and that's when I called the police.
Oh, so why did I just hear a siren? Okay, so now maybe Simon's not dead. He's missing. Maybe he's responsible for killing someone. So we got body. We got a dead body. And no, it's not Ashley Simpson.
Simon's parents offered to put me up, but I didn't think it would be a good idea. It would be too sad. Not right now. I'm staying at a friend's.
Is that friend Eve? Okay. Let's get crazy here. Miscarriage.
Then my parents died. It was the worst year of my life. A miscarriage and then my parents.
So her parents are dead.
Yeah. They'd gone to bed feeling ill, thinking it was flu or something. The neighbour called me, I had to use my key to let them in. We found them dead in their bed. And they'd been there for days. No one had noticed. Just awful. It was so soon after my miscarriage. The worst year of my life. I'd been so happy to get married, and after that it was just like, fuck. In their bed. The neighbour called me, I had to use my key to let them in. We found them dead in their bed. And they'd been there for days. No one had noticed.
Found who dead?
Just awful. They'd gone to bed feeling ill, thinking it was flu or something. The neighbour called me, I had to use my key to let them in. Yeah. They'd gone to bed feeling ill. Just awful. It was so soon after my miscarriage. The worst year of my life. I'd been so happy to get married, and after that it was just like, fuck.
So, couple dead. Parents?
Yeah. I mean, I was infertile. Thought I was. They told me I was infertile after the miscarriage because of complications.
Okay, well,